Hello, my beautiful people. So, today we're going to be doing your tarot reading for November. If you'd like to skip through to the reading, the timestamp will be in the description box below, as well as pinned to the comments. If you are new to tarot, I'd like to explain a few things. My hope is that this reading will bring you healing and/or inspiration. This reading will relate to love. It applies to Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Just remember that energy is fluid. And if at any time you feel like the roles should be reversed, then you're more than welcome to do so. This reading will not resonate with every Taurus, as this is a general reading, and messages are said for those who need to hear them. And lastly, remember, everyone has free will. Tarot picks up on your energy as well as the person you are connected to, but each individual can choose whether or not they would like to act upon this. Okay, so we can get straight into the reading. So for the overall energy, we have the Ace of Cups. So this suggests an overflowing of love. It just says that your reading is surrounded by love. Okay, so that's what we have with the Ace of Cups. Then we're going to go into your recent past. So we have the Ten of Wands, we have the Magician, we have the World card, and we have the Sun card. So what this is saying is, it's basically showing you a journey, right? You went from the hard times and then you started manifesting. You started completing off all your cycles, all your plans, and eventually you reached the point where everything fell into place and you had what you wanted. So if we go more in depth into the cards, we have the Ten of Wands. So this says that you are carrying a heavy burden. Okay, so maybe you felt like, I'm not finding love, I don't know what to do. You're feeling really disappointed and feeling like life is really unfair. How come all the people around me are in such amazing relationships and I'm not, because I'm a good person? And why am I not being rewarded with the type of love that I want? And then you started going into your manifestation mode. So that's what we have with the Magician. You basically started, okay, look, I mean, this is a general reading, so this will be different for everyone. But for some of you, it would have been scripting. For others, it's visualization. For others, it's praying. But you really focused on manifesting the type of love that you wanted, okay? And so that's what we have with the Magician card. Then if we move on to the next card, we have the World card. And with the World card, you basically you started seeing results. So you might not have found like the love of your life, but what started happening is you started having potential people come in, and you're feeling kind of on top of the world, like everyone was looking at you. So we can see that in this card, like all these people are looking at you and you're the center of attention. And for some of you, you might not even have noticed it because you still were in this mindset. So yeah, so that's what we have with the World card. So your manifestation started I don't know what I was trying to say there. So your manifestation started to come true, and slowly people started to pay attention to you and recognize you and say, oh, look at Taurus right there. I think I'm interested in Taurus, So that's what we have with the World card. And then lastly, we had the Sun card. So this is just a result of you feeling really joyous and triumphant because you have attracted somebody into your life that you really like, okay? And it brought you a lot of joy. And you're just happy. You felt childlike. You wanted to, I don't want to use the word play, but because that has other connotations, but you were just enjoying the moment. You were living in the moment. You were enjoying the love that you were receiving with the Sun card being there. So that's what we have in the recent past. Then we're going to move into the current energy. So for the current energy, we have the Five of Swords, we have the Moon, we have the King of Swords, and we have the Judgment card. Okay, so you started noticing a bit of conflict that was coming in, and that's what we have with the Five of Swords being here. Okay, so with the Five of Swords being here, that suggests that there was a withdrawal from conflict. You can see that these swords are pegged in the ground. This person is turning the other cheek and walking away from this battle, and this person, they still, so it's not resolved, so that's why they're still holding on to the sword. So even though you're not like physically, or no, I don't want to say physically fighting, that's the wrong word, but even though there's no disagreements happening right now, the issue is not resolved, okay? And so you find that this might be with this new person that you have now manifested into your life in the recent past. So it could, so indicating a bit of conflict with this person. And then if we look at the next card, we have the moon right next to that. The moon normally represents deceit or somebody hiding secrets. And so I think it's important to think about how you were feeling when you were manifesting. Were you thinking about your old relationships? Were you worried that your next person was going to be deceitful and not open up to you, or perhaps have more than one person, or cheat or something like that? Because remember, you attract what you think about, whether you like it or not. So it might have happened that when you were in this manifestation process, there was a bit of fear in you, and as a result, you have manifested somebody that cannot be fully trusted, and there are a few issues in this connection. But I mean, it's not to worry. Manifestation is an ongoing process. You can realize what you've done wrong and manifest something new, okay? So it's just showing you, your current situation is just showing you what your past thoughts were, what your past feelings were, and there should be motivation for you to try and manifest something different. So this is not to say that you move on to a different person, although you can, and that's perfectly fine. Because you can never control somebody else's life. But if you want to communicate with this person and try and work things out, you can try that. Or if you like to manifest a new person, you can also do that. It's really up to you. You know whether this connection is worth fighting for or not. Okay, so that's what we have with these first two cards in the current energy. And then if we move on to the next card, we have the King of Swords. See this as your energy. You are taking a bit of time, you're pausing a bit, and you're thinking about this situation that you're currently in. You are thinking about it in an analytical kind of way, and you're trying to consider whether this is worth pursuing, or should you move on and try the next person, or try and be with the next person that comes into your life, because you feel like this is not worth fighting for. So that's what we have with the King of Swords. You're going to be very good at communicating to this person that, listen, I know what's up, I know the truth. You can't hide it from me. We can either fix this and move forward, or go our separate ways. Okay, so that's what you have with the King of Swords energy, a very strong energy, a very stern energy, and the person that you will be communicating with can feel that, and so they will respect that. Whether they will stay or not, that's up to them, and whether they will do the right thing or not, that depends on each situation, but they will hear what you're saying. And so if they walk away, that means that they're just not willing to be an honest, upfront person, and that's okay. It's a blessing in disguise, because you don't want them to stay in your life and create more drama, more Five of Swords, 10 of Wands type of energy. So bringing you down, making you feel like you are not worthy, and what should you do differently to make them stay. And it has nothing to do with you and everything to do with the other person. So that's basically about you being stern and staying in your power and communicating what you want. And then if we look at the last card, it is the Judgment card. So this is more on the person you are connected to and their energy. So they need to make a decision. So the Judgment card is about making a decision, and so they are basically in the current energy, they are trying to decide whether they want to take this forward and be upfront and honest with you, or they are not willing to do that and they'd rather keep on playing this game, but then they're going to play it with someone else. And to you, that's a blessing in disguise, because you don't want anyone playing with your feelings like that. And just remember, karma. You don't need to do anything to make this person pay for what they're doing to you. All you need to do is worry about your own life, and karma will see to it that this person, what goes around comes around, so they will get what is coming to them. So that's what we have in the current energy. And then if we go into the future energy, we have the Eight of Pentacles, we have the King of Wands, we have Five of Pentacles, and we have Three of Swords. Okay, so this is kind of suggesting to me that this person is going to walk away, because I see you being heartbroken with the Three of Swords being here, and you're feeling left out in this in the cold with the Five of Pentacles being there. So you worked very hard on making yourself the best person you could be, and also trying to savor this connection, do the communication, tell this person how you really feel, and they didn't really, give you the same sort of energy back, and therefore this connection had to end. So once again, with the King of Wands being there, you're very passionate, you're very stern in your communication. You showed them a lot of love, you showed them a lot of caring, nurturing energy, but they didn't appreciate it. And you rather take that love to somewhere where it is appreciated. And yes, for now you're going to feel left out in the cold, you're going to feel heartbroken, but you will get over it. You will survive this, and you will attract somebody better. So going forward, you now know, okay, I need to release and let go of my fears, which I've now manifested. And it's just another chance to improve your manifestation and get it right the next time. So that's what we have in the future energy. And then if we look at the likely outcome, we have the Page of Swords. So you're not giving up. You're gonna continue on this journey, and you're gonna fight for the type of love that you want. And so you're gonna go back to the drawing board, you're gonna start scripting again, start visualizing again, and this time try and manifest somebody better into your reality. So that's what we have with the Page of Swords here. Remember, there is no time limit on when you should find love. And yes, society might tell us otherwise, and we might compare ourselves with our friends or just random people on social media and think, oh, I'm older than them, or I'm the same age as them, and I need to have a love like that. But you don't really know what's going on behind closed doors, and you will be rewarded for your patience and for manifesting the thing that you really, really want. This is time to get to know yourself better and to work harder on the next manifestation and the next person that you bring into your life. And lastly, if we look at the last card, so your dreams need a practical plan, and that's basically what we're talking about with the Page of Swords. So going forward, you know that there's certain things that you need to work on for yourself. When you normally go for your person, your future partner, what do you do? Do you normally go for the good guy or the good girl, or do you go for the bad guy, the bad girl? And what do you need to change? And also in terms of your manifestations, what fears are you holding on to? Because remember, you're attracting those fears. Whether you like it or not, you're attracting those fears. So you need to work on, how do I overcome these fears? Okay, and this is obviously not going to happen overnight. So it's going to take a bit of time, but you will be able to get through this. As long as you have a practical plan, you'll be able to realize your dreams of having that amazing partner. So lastly, I'm going to go into the signs. I always seem to forget this. But we have some Leo energy that's coming in strongly, and then also a lot of sword energy. So you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And then we also have a lot of fire energy. And so here you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Aquarius, or a Leo. Oh, okay, yeah, we already mentioned the Leo. So yeah, so those are the signs that are standing out the most in this reading. Just remember that it doesn't have to be those signs, but those are just the signs that are standing out the most. Because remember, everyone has multiple signs in their birth chart, and most people tend to look at the sun sign only, but you don't know everyone's chart basically. So yeah, so that's what we have with the signs. Okay, so that is your reading, Taurus. If you are interested in pick a card readings, you can check them out. They should be linked to this video. And if this video resonated with you, or if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up or drop a comment in the comment section. I would love to hear from you guys. And if you'd love to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to receive notifications of when I post new videos. Keep creating magic wherever you go, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, Taurus.